Hi, I'm Tamara Simovic and I'm an architecture student majoring in interior design. And here is my assignment on the history and influence of colour in Europe through the influence of Antonio Gaudi. The impact and influence of Gaudi's style and the use of colour in the 20th century architecture and design in Spain was my key focus towards creating this lighting fixture. From this arose my interpretation of a lighting fixture design entitled Imagination Whirlwind, inspired by the nature of architecture run by the magic of Antonio Gaudi. The impact and influence of Gaudi's style and the use of colour and light in the 20th century architecture and design in Spain was investigated. Exploring the needs and context user of inspiration, a light system was developed that addressed the key aspects that filled these needs. Research into Antonio Gaudi's life of imagination of form and space show that this design contexts require a great deal of imagination of masonry formation towards the understanding of making forms flow, like breathing colour and light, full of life. Given the material kit of 100 by 100 timber sheeting, copper wire, paper, and dowel, a transformation of a revealed lighting fixture was to be created. Limiting the entire fixture to 150 mm squared, attention to meaning and detail was strongly pronounced to create an abstract sculpture of inspiration influence. Taking into account the research gleaned from Assignment 1 and exploring the needs of the initial design, a contextual analysis revealed that the formation of organic forms and curves of nature inspiration from this created the design objective developed in a mental experience of pleasure in a physical form within a given environment. This outcome was Imagination Whirlwind. Inspired by the master of unique forms, colours, and lighting, Gaudi looked at the key of nature that filled his mind, imagination, and inspiration. The additional meaning of the connection between people and space impact their creation through aspects of volume, mass and scale, mood and character, journey and narrative. Gaudi portrayed depth of meaning behind colour and lighting, seeing what's behind the physical form and turning the physical aspect of colour and lighting into a physical form. Hung from the ceiling, the creation allows the light to illuminate the environment, leaving the consumers engaged to the atmosphere through transformation and meaning. Colour and lighting can be used to define form and in doing so manipulate space and perception. A feast for the eye and a mind teaser, the design of Imagination Whirlwind creates, much like Gaudi, an undoubtedly warped Gothic simplicity to imagination creation. Feeling and meaning is brought within the space as the light turns on, and a glowing formation of material and light create the playful use of colour and shadow to dance freely. Where light can enter, what colour and feeling can be ground, anything that isn't the usual norm is formed and experienced. Colour is an ambiguous feature of the world, surrounding every aspect of life. It recreates the ordinary, changes interpretation to create expression, and gives beauty meaning. To understand colour and light, look at nature, Gaudi said. Gaudi has influenced the world through his very own personal fairy tale, displayed through the Spanish Gothic construction, to life's detail aspects, art, construction, form, and nature. Together we can change whatever we want. Together we can add a simple splash of colour which will really show the power it has to inspire. And through this, the illumination of light ends in the final design of organic curve and dancing colour, of hue, intensity, and saturation, towards raising the point of understanding my personal interpretation to Gaudi and his work.